Well, time's now 7:35. Dozens of homes at least have some damage in Tangipahoa after a suspected tornado touched down overnight.
The sun has been up now for about 50 minutes, and that's allowing people surveying the damage, homeowners, and Josh Robertson, who is live there, to get a look at the extent of the damage. Josh?
Yeah, and we've already shown you this morning already as the sun's coming up here that we're seeing some homes that are just going to be a total loss, others that were completely spared, and then some that are kind of in the middle in terms of damage. This church here behind me, this is Quinn Chapel Church, and we knew that they had roof damage even when it was dark out. Now that the sun is up, you can really see just how bad that roof damage is, with a lot of the metal part of the roof being ripped off, and you kind of see the shingles there underneath, and then a lot of holes in the roof now where all the shingles were even ripped off as well. I wanted to show you because the steeple is up here in the front of the church, or it's supposed to be. It's actually laying there on the ground right there. If Miles could show you, it's just laying sideways about a good like 50 feet from where it was actually stationed up on top of the church in the front of the building, and now it's all the way kind of in the back in the corner there. And you know, I just got off the phone with Dawson Primes. He's the director of emergency preparedness and the Homeland Security here for Tangipahoa Parish. He says the main thing they want people to know right now is that a lot of the damage does seem to be isolated to this area, but Highway 51 is going to be blocked off here when you get towards the village of Tangipahoa, which is the area we're in right now. They have a command center just around the corner. He says he just wants people to know that there are down power lines, down trees. Entergy is out here right now working to get power restored, but it may be quite a while. He said it could be later into the evening before we see power come back on for the folks that live here. He just says that if you are able to live in your home and it's not too damaged, he just stay there if you can for now. We know that some students here in Tangipahoa Parish will not be going to school today because of these issues with the damage from the storm. I also got off the phone with Parish President Robbie Miller, who said that last night they did have to perform a search and rescue, at least one. He did say there were some minor injuries, but thankfully no serious injuries from this possible tornado that touched down here in the area with these incredibly strong winds. He said it was a search and rescue from a home that was badly damaged. They had to get in. They said that the resident was bedridden, and so they got them out and got them taken to the hospital, but they don't believe that there was any damage to that resident from the storm. They just wanted to be absolutely certain, so they got them out of the home safely and got them to the hospital just for a wellness check, just to be checked on. They're going to be out and about. You're going to see officials, Entergy crews, and then residents really trying to assess the damage this morning from that storm. And as you know, we've already spoken to some. It's going to be an emotional morning for many people who are going to be assessing the damage throughout the day today, and in some cases find that their home is a total loss. But as we go through this, obviously we've seen a number of tornadoes in recent months and even the past couple of years here throughout our region. But for now, we'll go ahead and send it back to you. This is Josh Robertson reporting here in Tangipahoa Parish for Fox 8 Local First.
Josh, for those who might not be very familiar with the village of Tangipahoa, this is south of Kentwood, right along Interstate 55.
Yeah.
The 51 is that main drag that runs north-south through the town itself. About 500 people, I think, is the population. What would you say is the percentage of homes that have some damage?
Well, you know, and John, I said it this morning, they've been keeping, you know, we have to keep safety in mind too. The chief of police has been out here all morning long with the village of Tangipahoa. They have their chief of police. We talked to their mayor last night. They're keeping us kind of right here in this area, but on foot, we don't have to venture very far. Just from looking around, I would say probably 75% of every single building in this area has at least some form of damage. But then, you know, when we talk about tornadoes, I'm not going to show it to you because it's directly behind the camera. I don't want to have them spin it all the way around. But I'm looking at a trailer right here that is completely unharmed. And so that's kind of the frustration when you kind of drive around. It's just like, you know, why did this one get hit versus the other one? But that's what we see whenever we see these types of storms come through.
And of course, it's just now 7:30, so some people may just be waking up if they had to go somewhere else overnight and soon coming back to the area to see the extent of damage beyond where you are, Josh. So I'm sure we'll hear much more about the extent of damage as the morning